Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shay. I'm a full-time reseller on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari.
I'm Tyler, the lovable husband, part-time seller on eBay, Mercari, and Poshmark.
And today's video is going to focus strictly on eBay. As we've stated so many times before, we are still on a learning curve with eBay, which probably will be saying that for the next 5 years. eBay is a totally different beast to Poshmark, and we are learning as we go. So I wanted to share things.
Failing upward somehow.
So I want to share with you the things I learn as I learn them, because I know there's a few of you guys that are also learning with me. So if you like eBay videos, if you like hauls, if you like what sold, unboxings, all that type of stuff, we do that all over here. So make sure that you subscribe. Click the notification bell so you're notified every time we post new videos. We post new videos every Sunday and Wednesday. And if you like eBay content and you're an eBay newbie just like me, make sure that you give a big thumbs up to this video so we know to do more of this type of thing. It's really helpful for us to know what you guys are liking. And leave us a comment. We always try to respond to every comment, and it really helps me.
I love how you're including me in that, and I'm not involved in the comments.
I tell him about them, so he's involved, see. But yes, so this is going to be a really quick video. I just want to tell you guys what defects are and what I've learned about them. So hopefully you're here for the ride. If you already know what they are, come back on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Watch the video anyway.
Yeah, do me a solid and watch it. So defects. So last weekend we noticed a pretty good increase in sales, which is awesome. But we find it very often that when we see an increase in sales, we also see an increase in returns. I guess that's math, right?
Yes, that is math.
Yeah. So I decided to be proactive and try to figure out what that is going to look like for me on eBay. Is that going to be a problem for me? Because you hear all of the time that there is some kind of like algorithm that punishes you on eBay if you have problems, that you don't want to get returns on eBay. It's a 3 strikes you're out policy, all of this type of stuff. But you don't really know like what that means and what it looks like and if it's true. So I decided to kind of look into it. So in the back end, in your little store analytics, there is a place where you can see your defects and how you're doing. And I found a chart in the back end that stated that I was on the cusp of no longer being a top rated seller because of my defects. So that was a little scary for me because we don't get a lot of returns or a lot of issues on eBay. We do have returns turned on for clothing, so we don't get INADs because fits are a thing, you know, fit online can be really difficult. And so we have that turned on. But yeah, we haven't had I don't think I've ever had a case where somebody's been like, no, this isn't as described.
No, it's mostly I don't like it or
doesn't fit or whatever. Yeah. So anyways, I was like, okay, well, what does this mean? Because if I have one more, that means I'm not a top rated seller anymore. And what does that even mean?
Yeah, she had a bit of a meltdown.
Yeah, a little bit of a... Yeah. And then it was what is it, even a top rated seller? Do I care? What does that even mean? So it became a whole thing. So first of all, what is a defect? Like, what does that even mean? So that was the first thing I needed to know because I have them. So what does that mean? So according to eBay, a defect is a part of a transaction that eBay considers to have created a bad shopping experience for your buyers. And this can happen in 2 ways. 1, when a seller cancels the transaction for out of stock, or 2, if a seller is unable to resolve a problem through the resolution center and eBay or PayPal steps in and the seller is found responsible. So in the back end, there's 2 sections for your defects, and it's going to be shipping defects and then like cases. So the first section that you come across is the cases, and you see the things that have been like not as described or you canceled the item. So we did unfortunately cancel 2 orders out of, I think it was 353.
Yeah, it was a few. I mean, one of them we didn't notice some damage. We didn't feel right sending it out without talking to the person first, so we wanted to be upfront about that. And the other one, I don't know. Was the doll. It was missing the hang tag. So we had that stored since literally, that was like the first item I ever bought for reselling. Somebody please buy it. I'll send it to you for $10. I actually took it down because we lost the hang tag. I just want it out of the house so it doesn't murder us in our sleep, really. Yeah, so that was, both times we reached out to the buyers and let them know about it and wanted to see if they still wanted it, even if they were at a discount. Neither of them responded. Yeah. So in order to avoid getting an INAD, we decided to cancel the order, which I'm kind of thinking maybe I should have just sent it out and seen if they take it. I don't know. eBay sellers, let me know which way is better. I don't know. So we couldn't do anything about that. Then... Well, if you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, you might as well send it and hope for the best. Well, that's
I saw that, but I don't know. Then there were 2 other things back there, and one of which was actually on both the case page as well as the shipping page. So we'll get to that. So the other one, or the third one, was a pair of jeans that the buyer had returned for fit. And I was really confused because I was like, wait, hold on. This is, I accept returns for fit. Why is that against me? Why is that a defect? Yeah. And so when looking into it, there's a button where you can appeal all of the defects. However, you have to do it within 90 days. So as I said at the beginning of this is the first time I've ever looked at this page. So I had not done it within 90 days. But I decided I'm going to appeal it anyway because no, just no, right? It says there you can't, you can. I went to the customer service email and I wrote to them and I said, hey, I don't understand this. I accept returns. Please explain to me, am I going to have to deal with defects every time there's a return? And they were back within like a few hours and said, oh, no, according to our policy, we can remove it. Don't worry about it. It's gone. So that was great. Yeah. And then we went to the shipping side. So the shipping side, it basically tells you items that didn't get scanned in at the proper time. So I have 1 day handling time. So if it's not done within the next day, I guess they ding you. Yeah. So there was one on there. And
I have next day packaging time.
Yes, you do. But there was one on there, and that same one was also on the case side. So this was a Brahmin. And what had happened with this one apparently was that the buyer had actually complained for poor shipping time. And so eBay dinged me there for the case, and then also dinged me because it took too long to get there. So I appealed that because I looked at the tracking and it said I'd shipped it when I was supposed to ship it, so it didn't seem like that was on me. And they responded and said, no, we are not removing this, and this is a non-reversible decision. It can't be because of buyer poor experience. So because the buyer had complained, they were not willing to remove it. So I got mad because if you scrolled through the tracking, which I don't know if I can still pull up for you guys, but I will try. If you pull up the tracking, you can see that what happened was the item got shipped and then it got missent like twice.
Three times.
And it was like in Alabama when it was missent. Yeah. And it kept saying that on the postal.
We don't live in Alabama.
No, we don't. No. So I'm sure from the accents they can tell that. But yes, so you can see that in the tracking. So I went to the chat box, the automated chat box on eBay, and told them about it and let them know, like, hey, what's going on here? Can you explain this to me? Why am I held accountable for the post office missending? And they basically said, like, yeah, that's above my pay grade. I don't know what to tell you. I will send it off to the people who just denied you and have them let you know. And then they came back and said, after further review, we will remove it for you. So
Our bad.
Yeah, our bad. I was a little terse. So, but the whole, this is a non-reversible decision was not true. So make sure that you are firm if you believe that something is wrong.
I mean, some things are irreversible and actually permanent, but
stand up for yourself. A lot of
things are not. Yeah, you have to stand up for yourself.
I definitely think that we all make mistakes. The 2 that we mentioned, we are not going to fight because they are mistakes. But fight for yourself because it is important that you keep your status. So that leads me to, what is a top-rated seller? Because this whole debacle was to keep my top-rated seller status. So then I was kind of like, was it worth it? I spent hours on this.
So for the top-rated seller, the benefits are you receive an enhanced visibility in the eBay search results and exclusive seller protections. By becoming a top-rated seller, you will be eligible to receive a top-rated plus seal that will be prominently displayed with your qualifying listings. The top-rated plus seal means shoppers know that they can buy with confidence when they purchase your items.
Yes. Now, I will say, with a top-rated seller, I don't have the seal on most of my listings because from what I remember, it does require free return shipping, which we require the buyer to pay shipping. And I've decided that with clothing, I am not willing to do that. I do have the seal on my DVDs and other things like that because I will allow that. But for clothing, to me, it's too much of a risk, so I don't allow that. However, increased visibility for someone like me,
that's a huge thing.
That's a big deal. So I need to keep that on lock. So yes.
And to qualify for a top-rated seller, you have to be active for more than 90 days. Have 100 or more transactions and 1,000 in sales during the last 12 months. A defect rate less than or equal to 0.5% with 3 or fewer defects from unique buyers. So you're still up against the line, but you have a little bit of wiggle room.
Yeah,
And apparently they expire after 12 months. Cases closed without seller resolution less than or equal to 0.3% in 2 or fewer cases. Late shipment rate less than or equal to 3% in 5 or fewer late shipments. Tracking uploaded within your state aid handling time and carrier validation for 95% of transactions to U.S. buyers.
Yeah.
So that one is being a little bit of a problem because Louis DeJoy sucks.
Lovely.
I'm saying that for the record. You suck, and you should be fired, and you should feel bad.
Oh, lovely. I'm glad that that's on camera. But yes, so a lot of those things are things that we're not going to be able to fully control. I mean, we can get the item printed and everything on time, but if they scan it in, I mean, I can't control whether or not the post office scans it in. I luckily we have a great relationship with our postman, and I love him.
Thumbs up.
And I hope that he stays with us forever because he's the most amazing man in the world. But he does have a replacement sometimes.
Yeah.
And that
I hope he replaces Louis DeJoy as the Postmaster General. That'd be great. He's wonderful.
But our replacement doesn't always scan it in. So if that happens, there's nothing we can do there. There are also situations where people are going to return things just because they're not happy.
Yeah.
And, you know, it sounds like the defect rate is less than 3 regardless of how many items you sell. Which is kind of scary because the more you sell, the more chances there are problems. And we're human. We miss things. We've missed things on Poshmark. We've missed, you know, an oil stain that we didn't see because we didn't have bright enough lights, things like that. So it's scary. So if you guys have experience losing top-rated seller status, because that might happen, let me know what your experience has been. Has it really slowed down your store? And what are you guys doing to ensure that it doesn't happen to you? Because, yeah, we have 100% positive feedback, but yeah, we're on that cusp, and it's a little scary. So that is everything.
We're working on it.
Yeah, we're working on it. But that is everything I wanted to share with you, everything that we've found out. So let me know if this was helpful for you. I don't know if this is just so obvious that everyone already knows and I'm just way behind the curve, or if you guys like learning as we learn. So let me know, and thank you guys for watching.
Thank you all for watching.